I could tell the laughter wasn't innocent. It had that sharp, deliberate edge, the kind that cuts through skin and pride all at once. It was a Friday night, the kind of evening that should have felt easy. Claire and I were at dinner with her colleagues, polished professionals in suits and smiles, the kind who measure worth by job titles and bonuses. I didn't belong to that world. "So, Daniel," one of them asked between sips of wine, "you're still working on that app thing?" Before I could answer, Claire laughed. "Oh, his big idea? Yeah, he's been at it for 3 years now. I call it our imaginary startup." The table burst into laughter. My throat went dry. I forced a small smile, even as something heavy pressed against my chest. "It's not imaginary," I said quietly. "The beta's almost done." But nobody cared. They were still laughing. Claire used to believe in me, back in our cramped apartment, when she'd bring me coffee at 2 a.m. while I coded, whispering, "One day, we'll look back at this and smile." Somewhere along the line, that belief had turned into ridicule. On the drive home, the silence felt thick, like ice about to crack. She finally sighed. "Don't take it so seriously, Daniel. It was just a joke." "You embarrassed me in front of everyone," I said, gripping the wheel. "Maybe if you had something to show after 3 years," she replied, "there wouldn't be anything to laugh about." The words stung more than I expected. I didn't argue. I just kept driving, each mile pulling me further from the man I used to be, hopeful, inspired, in love. The next morning, I caught her smiling at her phone. Her face softened the way it used to when she looked at me. "Who's that?" I asked. She locked her screen instantly. "No one. Just a friend from work." That word, friend, felt colder than winter. Weeks passed. She became distant. Her laughter was now reserved for her phone. Our dinners turned silent, our conversations mechanical. Then one night, I came home early. Her phone buzzed on the counter, lighting up with a message preview. "Can't wait to see you again tonight, Redheart. Brian." Brian, her boss. I stood there staring at the screen, my chest hollowing out. I placed the phone exactly where I found it. When she came home later, smelling faintly a cologne that wasn't mine, I asked, "How was work?" She smiled. "Busy, but good." I smiled back. "That's nice." That night, I didn't sleep. I opened my laptop and stared at the app I'd been building for years. The same dream everyone had mocked. Something inside me hardened. I couldn't fix the betrayal, but I could rebuild myself. For 6 straight months, I poured everything into that project. Every cruel laugh became fuel. Every night of loneliness became focus. I sold my car to cover costs, slept 3 hours a night, lived off instant noodles and determination. And then one morning it happened. A small tech blog featured my app. A week later, a venture firm called. They loved it. Within a month, I signed a deal that changed everything. Connective, my little imaginary startup, went live, and within weeks, it was everywhere. Claire found out through Facebook. She called that same evening. "Daniel." Her voice trembled. "I saw the news. Congratulations. I always knew you'd make it." I almost laughed. "Did you?" Silence. Then softly, "Can we talk? Maybe dinner, like old times?" Part of me wanted to see her, not out of longing, but for closure. "Sure," I said. "Dinner sounds good." She picked an expensive restaurant, the kind she used to take me to with her colleagues back when I was a joke. When she walked in, she looked perfect, poised, elegant, confident. "You look different," she said, smiling. "Success suits you." We talked. She told me Brian was gone. She told me she'd made mistakes. Her eyes shimmered when she said, "You were trying to build something for us, and I mocked you. I was stupid. Can we start over?" I looked at her hand reaching across the table. I didn't take it. "I'm not angry anymore," I said quietly. "But I can't forget." Her eyes glistened. "Daniel, you laughed when I needed your faith." I said, "You left when things got hard. I built this without you, not to prove you wrong, but to prove I could survive after you broke me." Tears welled up. "I just want to make things right." I smiled sadly. "You can't rebuild what you burned down." When the check came, I placed my company card on the table. She froze when she saw the logo. "You're the CEO," she whispered. "I am." Her mouth opened, maybe to say sorry, maybe something else. I'll never know. I stood, nodded politely, and said, "Take care of yourself, Claire." Then I walked out. A year later, Connective reached global success. Investors called me a visionary. Journalists wanted interviews. But success didn't taste like revenge. It tasted like peace. I bought a small house overlooking the city. Some nights, I'd think of Claire, not with anger, but gratitude, because her mockery had taught me something no encouragement ever could. Validation means nothing when it comes from the wrong person. Last month, she emailed me. "I saw your interview. You look happy. I'm glad you made it. Maybe in another life, we could have made it together." I typed back, "Maybe in another life. But in this one, you were the reason I had to find my own way." Then I hit send, closed my laptop, and looked out the city lights. Each one a reminder of every sleepless night, every humiliation, every scar that became strength. And for the first time in years, I smiled, not out of pride, but peace. Because some betrayals aren't endings. They're beginnings in disguise.